Okay, I'm back, and this is part 2 of how to make Origami Mermaid. There's a part 1 before this, and in the part 1 I made this paper figure here using a base fold 6, where I take a sheet of origami paper square and fold it into a triangle, cut into a triangle. You can see that in part 1. I do all this folding to get this top half. There's a Pioneer Girl half according to Dinuvian's book, but I'm using it here with the bottom half that I made up the folds to turn into an Origami Mermaid. So this is the Pioneer Girl top half. That's going to be the mermaid's top half. See? So I'll put this aside. And here's the sheet of paper I'm going to use for the bottom half. So you see here that it's rectangular, and this is a 2-colored paper, so I'm going to use the blue side is on this side here. The red is the blue side that we're using on the outside, and this rectangle is 4 1/4 inches tall and 12 inches long. Again, the type description that I have on this video, I'll type in the dimensions of the square sheet of paper that I used to make the mermaid's top half of the body. But this again is 4 inches. This here is 4 1/4 inch. From here to here is 4 1/4 inches. And then from here, see, from here to here to these two ends of this rectangle are a full 12 inches. Okay, so now I'm going to take it, and this is turning this rectangle in this part, making a base fold. This is going to be base fold 4. So I take this long rectangle and fold it in half, having the blue side on the outside because that's the color we want to see. See, I just fold it down the middle, down there like that, and then fold it over again. You overlap. See, already this is certainly already simpler than doing the base fold 6 for the top half of the mermaid or Pioneer Girl. See, like that. See, I just fold it over. So it goes like that, and then like that. And then you make sure that the folded edges, you don't cut the folded edge on the top of the, on this top here. You don't want to cut that folded edge. See, you just want to, see, I'm going to cut off this portion here. It's like a thin triangle off of this, so that this turns into a long paper diamond. So you want the folded edge to be on the top here and not on the bottom. You just simply fold this part like this. See? See, like that, see? So you're taking this and folding it over like this. See? And you open it back up, and then I'm going to just take the scissors, and again the folded edges are on the top here. You want this to be folded on top. The open edges are at the bottom. You're cutting off that part that has the open edges at the bottom. Just take your scissors and just cut right along the fold, which is like cutting right along the dotted line. So I cut all of this off right here, and you open it like this, and you open it like this, and there is your base fold 4. See how that's really simpler than making the base fold. Really simpler and easier. Sure, it's easier than that than making the base fold 6. See? Got a nice long paper diamond. Now I take this and I'm going to fold one side of the paper diamond inwards, folding it inwards towards the fold, towards the crease in the middle. See, just like that. See, simple, like that. The front half of these origamis really tend to always be more folding and intricate than the bottom half. I always find, I find the bottom half or the back half, you call it either the bottom half or the back half of these things, I always find the bottom half easier. Either it's a bottom half or it's a back half, you know. The front half with the head is always the more intricate half. Part 2 is easier to do than part 1. I tend to find with origami. The second half, okay, see, just like that, see, just goes, go from that to like that, see, like that, simple. See, just like that, see. Now, just see this part here, the mermaid's top half is going to be attached. It's going to be attached to this, right here. It's gonna, see, this is gonna go on there, you see. Just making a little fold here. I'm pushing this. See, it's like this. See? So I'm pushing this point up, and then I start to fold it somewhat in half. Just to get this part, see now it's like this shape. It's now like an L shape. See, we can push it up still more. This is to make a sitting up position of the mermaid. That's your classic sitting up position on the beach. So push it a little bit. Still push it up some more so that this long part starts to slant upwards. See now, see, it's like that. It's like that, you see? And now we make this bottom half. Let me take this front part, the tail, and move it downwards. I usually have it so that the fold's right in the middle, almost like knees. Again, you may adjust this. Try to get it right the first time. See, it's just making this bend. See, that's bending too much. There, see? See, it's now you're getting more of the shape. See, you're getting more of the shape in there, see? And then you can hold this, crimp this in. So I'm making a crimp fold. See, you're working out the stance of the figure also. So Okay, that looks right. Now let me just start to line it up here. Okay, now that looks good. That looks good. So I'll bend in these two little points along the back edge just to make it look more pleasing, to make the classic hourglass shape. See, I fold these two corners inwards just to give her a nicer figure. And I'll put this so you fold this down a bit. I also fold this tip down just so that you can push this down lower. See how it's forming up? See? I do this. I slide this down. See how that's shaping up? See? See, we're really almost there already. See? Just like that. See? So I folded this tip down so that this can better fit. We have the proper stance. And this goes on top of this. See? So see, it looks like that. See? It looks like that. See? See how it's really shaping up now? The second part is easier than the first part. You get the hardest stuff out of the way first. That's the first part. Get the hardest stuff out of it, and then the second part is easier. See? So that's looking pretty good there, see? Okay. Now before I glue that on, we'll go back to this. And, see, there's this part here. This pointy part is going to be the fish fins. So how I do that, I figured this out myself. Okay, first I I'm cutting little slits on the underside paper. It's just doing it straight. You just open it up like that, so it's like pretty much straight across. It's just where these two forward flaps in, and you just cut on that surface. And just move this forward like that, see? So at first it kind of looks like an arrow, the way it's looking there, see? It's like an arrowhead at the moment, see? Like that. Next I'm going to cut a slit here, not all the way down. Cut it to about, see I cut this slit, see? So there's space between, see? There's a slit going down, about that far. It's not going all the way down here, maybe about that, see? See, those are going to be become the fin tail. See? Maybe I'll cut it down. Cut it down a little further. Just a little more. That's it. I just made that slit a little longer. See, like that. So put one out like this. I put another out like that. See? See? And this is two-colored paper, by the way. So this is not regular origami paper. It's two-colored like a copy paper. So you can get some interesting effects. But of course this would work well with origami paper, although this sheet of paper that this is cut from is bigger than the square sheet of origami paper for the top half. See? Let's see. See, I just pulled it out. You see how that's looking like a fish's fin there? See that? See right there? Like a fish's fin. See right there? See, now I'll just do a little mountain folds at the end, holding the points down underneath. See? Simple to do. It makes a very good fish fin. So this is something I invented myself, experimenting, like I said. See? See, little adjustments as I go along. See? See how that's happening? See right there? See how that's happening right there? That it looks like a, see? Fold in these little corners, these points here, so we get still more of the shape. You just fold these 2 points that were sticking out. You just fold them inward so that they line up. See? So if you look at the underside, you can see how these points are out like this. And I just folded them in. So you can see them folded inward. So you just press down. There you are. See, there's your fish fin. See, that's a good looking fish fin. See, simple to make, but I made that up. That's all of these folds that I did here, taking the base fold 4 and turning that. That's my invented folds. That's not in Dinubian's book. He has a mermaid in his book, but I tried making it and I found all his folds and it looked really like a merman rather than a mermaid. But then I looked at his Pioneer Girl and I said, hey, that Pioneer Girl top half really makes a good looking origami girl. And that would, you know, if I made up the fish tail bottom half, you glue the 2 together, you get a very good looking mermaid. So see, there you are. See, there's your fish tail. There's your fish tail just like that. See? And see how nicely it sits up? See? I'm going to take this and glue this on top of that. You see that? See how that's looking? See how that looks? See that? See? So I just put a little glue there. Let's see, that's working. See? Okay, so that's what I'll do now. Put the Elmer's glue on. See, if I didn't glue 2 halves together, you wouldn't have this color combination. So it's all one sheet of paper. You don't get different colors. See? So again, I say, you know, there were a lot of folding that makes it origami, and you glue 2 halves together, you get more than one color. That takes more advantage of the different colored papers rather than being all in one color. So again, if you don't consider that origami, you can go to some other video. But I say it's origami. Okay. Let me just lower this down a little bit. Not quite. Excuse me. Just adjusting as I go along. See? See that? Let me take a look at it from my angle. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. See? And you can, you can make adjustments and, alter the folds a little bit to improve the pose, but that's essentially it. That's essentially it, really. See? Now it's just left for me to decorate it a bit. So I'm going to just decorate it a bit here. I'm drawing on red lips. Lips. See, right there. See, just drawing the red lips there. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of the face. Okay, see? Smile on one side, smile on the other side, the other half. Draw our eyes, looking down for a change. Okay. Okay, there's the eye. I have it looking down from the other mermaids I've made. Instead of the eyes looking straight forward, I have the eyes looking downwards to give a somewhat different expression. This is how I make sure things line up when I draw them. There, see? See, pretty girl eyes and lashes one side, pretty girl eye and eyelashes and eye and lips on the other side, see? Open up the face a little bit. Okay, that looks right. That looks good. Okay. Yellow and green are thought I'd make the hair both yellow and green. Make it a little different from some of the other ones. Just quickly add some color. See, I draw my origami because it makes it look more like my animated characters. These origami mermaids I have bear resemblance to my animated Janice, my hand-drawn animated mermaid that appears in all 5 of my animated titles: the Winged Sandals, the Colosseum, the Black Widow, the Magic Arrows, that are all hand-drawn animation I uploaded to YouTube in October 2010. Now it's 2011. Okay, we'll do the same thing on the other side. I'm just drawing on yellow at first. Adding a little green, just some green lines. So it's like she has blonde hair with some green highlights. Since she's a mermaid, I'm gonna have hair that's both blonde and green. Blonde hair with green highlights. Curling the hair back up again. See how that's shaping up? See? Add those details. Now she has expression. Now she has pretty girl eyes. I think that looks pretty nice. Just drawing yellow along the top edge. Yeah, see how it's getting better and better. Now I'll just draw some scales on. Whether the scales show up on YouTube or not. Videos on YouTube, I realize, are a little darker on YouTube than they are on my TV Toshiba television set. Then I'm just drawing on some scales. Maybe draw some red scales along with the black outline. You can see sketch videos. There's 2 sketch videos where you see my right hand drawing Janice the Mermaid along with Michael the Merman. And those characters appear fully animated in my hand-drawn animated videos, from Wing Sandals to Baldur's Egg, Colosseum, The Black Widow. Those titles, you can find them on my channel page on YouTube. I'm drawing the scales onto the fish tail. Oops. Just some fine lines on the okay, let me just look at that. I think that's about it. Okay. Well, I think in the end, I think I did a pretty good job of demonstrating this one. I had to really practice with sheets of typing paper to memorize the moves on the folding of that top half of the figure with that fancy base fold 6, which you can look up again in Dainugian's Uber Origami. But he doesn't have the top half of the Pioneer Girl glued onto this mermaid fishtail. That I invented, taking the base fold 4 and turning it into a fishtail. That's my invention, see? And you put them together, I think it makes a perfect mermaid. See? Right there. So you look at it from this side, see from this side, and then turn around, and you see it from that side. See? See? Pull this open a bit, make it open up the face a little bit. So turn it around. So you do that. So I can open up the face a little bit. That's it. I'm putting my fingers underneath to make the face open up a bit. That looks good. That looks good. Yeah. See? See, that's her front view. That's a 3/4 view. See? Like that, and like that. Okay. And see here, I have 2 other mermaids. Here I got this one over here. See? I have this one over here. There's another one over here. Again, seeing these helps me to see that I'm making the correct folds, and I'm folding it correctly. See? So you see, you have different angles there. See, and they're all sitting up. See? So you have different colored papers. This one uses the origami paper and 2 colored paper. These are other 2 colored papers, but see, different combinations. They're like different colors, like tropical fish. Okay, see? So, okay. So anyway, you should really enjoy that, and give it a try. And like I said, you can look up Dainugian's Uber Origami book to see the Pioneer Girl hat. I took the bottom base fold 4 and turned it into a fishtail, which he did not have in his book. He has an Origami Mermaid, but it looks very different from these. But his Pioneer Girl hat worked perfectly. And I glued it onto this fishtail bottom half that I made up. And I think they make great looking mermaids. So again, I hope you enjoyed that. And vote, rate, comment, subscribe, and also check out my hand-drawn animated videos that have Janice the Mermaid and Michael the Merman, the winged sandals, the Colosseum, the Black Widow, the magic arrows, Baldur's Egg. So check those out, and thank you very much.